Hello, everybody. Nice to see you again, even though I won't be actually seeing you, be seeing my beautiful face. Um, this video should be for all the seventh grade percussion and high school percussion who are doing the distance learning. I have y'all doing the same thing. This is pretty much going to be like a refresher for you high schoolers and some learning time for you seventh grade or you eighth grade percussionists that are distance learning and the seventh grade percussion. This is going to be a refresher of what happened last year. Okay, I'm going to try to get through this syllabus real quick because I want to use this video as a time to actually start doing some work. Getting you through this first week is very crucial because it's just a review week. This Thursday, Friday, and the whole next week is going to be a review week for y'all. I'm just getting everything ready to start because obviously with everything going on, everything you not being at school. I'm not getting to teach you as much as I'd like to, so we're just going to go ahead and get on through this this first week and just do some refresh. Okay. Now in your pack, you have a big pack. It is a big pack. Okay. I have it right here next to me. It is a big pack. Okay. If you look through it, just real quick, first thing I need you to get out. First thing I need to get is these 3 sheets of paper. Okay. It's 3 sheets. It says seventh grade percussion packet agenda. Okay, I will give you this every week. It tells you stuff. It has you outlined of what the goal for the week is and the objective. It's kind of like a lesson plan, but not really. Okay, it tells you what the objective and goal for each week, and then the work and graded work every day. Okay. Um, Graded work will just have to be returned to me every time you pick up a new set of packets. Okay. So make sure you get your graded work in because that's also how we keep tabs of your attendance for the class. If you don't do the work for the class, then you get kind of absent or tardy for the class. I don't really know how the school is planning on doing that. But just make sure you do turn in your work. Most nights we'll have homework, especially this first week we'll have homework every night. It's just a review week. Okay. So first thing, get out this little packet. Okay. If you read, it says week one, August 13th and 14th. Okay, it says August 13th, work. We're gonna the work we're gonna do is label out the treble clef staff worksheet, and then lesson 1 and lesson 2. And it tells you, like, if you look through the lesson, it tells you what numbers there are. The graded work for that day will be the note naming worksheet number 1, and then the lessons 1 and 2, 6 through 10. Again, I'll show it to you when we get there. Okay, August 13th. Work, review. There's going to be a lot of this is just going to be review, refresh. Okay. August 14th, review the treble clef worksheet. Lesson 3 and 4. I'm sorry about that. Like a normal day in class, you always get interrupted by the phone. Okay. So August 14th, work, review, treble clef worksheet. We're going to be doing a lot with the treble clef, just getting you refamiliarized with the because as a percussionist, you got to both be able to play mallets and snare. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, graded work, note naming worksheet number 2, lesson 3 and 4. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and read out the rest of this. You can do that in your own time. Just know every day it tells you what it will be work. What the work constitutes what we would do in class, while the graded work is what you would do at home. Whether it be some kind of written work, playing work. We'll eventually get to the playing. Here goes the phone again. And I'm back again. Okay. So read through the rest of that pack. You just do the work. Okay. Every Friday, you'll turn in the work that I've told you to work with, along with the other teachers' work. Okay. Next, get out the syllabus. This should be something. Everything I'm doing should be in order of the pack. Okay. So get out the syllabus that says middle school band. Obviously, for you high school percussionists, this does not affect you as much, okay? But still, you need to know this, okay? So just to go through this, as you see, this is the middle school band syllabus. You got the emails of me and Miss Stapleton at the top. Okay, description. This class is designed for students to discover, identify, describe, study, and analyze the standards of discipline, rehearsal conduct, and individual performance in preparation for high school band. All right, you as a seventh grader, okay, you seventh grade percussion. This will be your last year. Now, I will tell you this, okay? Since you are distance learning, there will be some kind of test in order for you to get up into the high school band. Okay. Um, if everything's normal next year and when we come back to school, you will probably do some kind of test to get up into the high school band because um, just to make sure everything I'm teaching you this semester has like actually been taught and you understand it. We don't want you to get in the high school band and be completely lost. Um, so just be prepared. I expect you need to understand the stuff I'm teaching this through this way, so that when you come up into the high school band next year, hopefully, and come and take that test, you will be able to just make it and not have to redo eighth grade or seventh grade band. Okay, if you don't do the, if you're not able to pass the test, then we most likely will put you back in the seventh grade band as an eighth grader. It is not uncommon to do that, but with how things go this year and us not being able to do face-to-face learning like we would do, we're just taking precautions just to make sure you don't get left behind when you get in the high school band. Okay. All right. Still on this. Okay. After description, you got materials needed. Obviously, same thing as last year. Instrument binder with clear pocket protectors that hold all music, method books, and materials issued by the band director. Pencil, name tag on your instruments. These are available. Okay, obviously, that doesn't particularly go with you. Okay. If you were ever to come up to do the traditional in-face learning, um, then just make sure you have that binder. You seventh graders should remember it from last year. You can use the same one. You can empty it out. I'll probably give out new stuff. Maybe give out some of the same stuff. Um, just just make sure some of the stuff in here. I will tell you what to put in that binder if you have it. So just in case you ever come up here and need it, you'll have it. Okay. Now this is new this year. Obviously, with you distance learning kids, this does not affect you as much. Okay. You probably, I'll take that back. You won't pay any band fees. Okay. Um, unless you switch to primarily traditional learning, you will not have to pay any band fees. Okay. But just to let you know, band fees new to this year, unlike previous years, is there will be a band fee. This band fee will cover all necessary equipment that we'll have to buy for day-to-day use. For example, for single reed players, clarinet, and saxophones, you will need reeds to play these instruments. For brass players, you will need all different types of oils that will allow your instrument to function. The band fees for this year are going to be $20. Um, Now, like I said, this doesn't pertain to you. I'm just reading it. But if you were to be here, you would have a band fee for $20. If you switch over to the traditional, you will have a band fee of $20. But for y'all's case, actually, y'all's will be a little bit more. If you read that next line, it says, now, if you end up playing a school-owned instruments, you'll have to pay $30. Okay. Now, your percussionist, you play a lot of school-owned instruments, so you're going to have to pay that $30 if only if you were to come to traditional learning. Okay. I'm not looking for $30 if you're just primarily distance learning. Okay. If you are ever switching to traditional, you'll have to pay the $30. Now, high school percussion, yours will be a little bit more. Okay, I think we said 50 for. I think it's going to be 50 for the high school percussion. And that's just because we have to buy you new bass heads all the time, new heads for your drums all the time. Okay, but for you seventh graders, only $30. Now, like I said, only if you become traditional. Okay. Um, and if you read that last line, this just says this is because in case you were to damage our school on instruments and we had to send it away to be fixed, you will be partially responsible for paying for the repairs. Okay, again, doesn't particularly be paying to you. All right, grading policy, same as last year. You got playing tests, which are 50%. And students will have the playing test that will count as one test grade. Test will consist of materials covered during each day's class. Students with unexcused absence of the day of the test will have to take the playing test on the next day of attending school. Okay. For y'all and y'all's testing for distance learning, you have to take a test every Friday, or your test days are every Friday. Okay. Now, whether you have a test or don't have a test, that's totally up to your teachers. Not just me, all your teachers. You'll come in on a Friday and take every test that you have to do for that week. So if that's just one test, two tests, I don't know. You have to come and test that. Now, we will get into some playing tests in this group. I have not determined if I'm going to make you come up here and play them in the band hall or if I'm going to make you send some kind of video of you playing. I haven't really decided that yet. Once we get closer to like the actual playing test, I'll let you know. High school, you will do some playing tests here and there. I'm gonna try to correspond with Miss Stapleton, see what she's doing for the winds, because Miss Stapleton is doing everything for the winds. I'm doing everything for the percussion. Okay, so I'll try to pertain to see what she's got going on, and I will judge what I think y'all should be playing. But for right now, any other written tests, you'll actually come up here and take the written test. I don't know how they expect. I don't know how they're doing it over there in the high school when they come, but we'll cross that when we get there. Okay. Homework, 25% daily grade. Students will have homework from the workbooks to complete. Obviously, you don't have workbooks. Um, have done the due date. The purpose of this homework is for them to show that they gradually understand the materials that are being put in front of them. Students with unexcused absence the day of the homework will need to turn in within the next few days. Obviously, that does not pertain to you. You have to turn that in homework in when you come that next day to pick up or whenever you come to pick up your next set of packets. That is how, like I said, that's how they keep attendance. If you don't do the work for a class, I'm guessing they're going to count you absent or tardy. I don't really know. Okay, but for this purpose, just make sure you turn everything in. Okay. Like I said, that packet, the agenda packet tells you everything's going to be graded, but also in your packet you have something called a teacher lesson plan. Okay. At the bottom, I will have what your homework is. Okay. If you look at this one, this is for August 13th. I think it should. Yeah, August 13th. Okay. Says your homework is note naming exercise, note naming worksheet number 1, lessons 1 and 2, 6 through 10. That is your homework. Okay. That is what I will grade for homework every time. Okay. At the bottom, well, you'll have your homework. Okay. So make sure you do that for your homework. Okay. Never want to turn in no homework, because if you don't turn it in, then I gotta give you a 0. Okay. Now it does say on that homework, that last paragraph or last sentence, it says if you're unexcused. Now, if you by chance misplace homework or something at home, let me know. I'll get you another copy, do it, turn it in again. Okay. I gotta have it, because anything is better than a 0. Okay. Just make sure. Okay. Participation. You remember participation from last year. Students receive, you'll start off with 100. Um, your participation is a little bit different. Okay. Um, your participation, if you look on the lesson plan, the part that says guided practice and independent practice, that is where your participation will come from. Um, I'll just obviously you're just filling out everything I tell you to do. When we get to it, you're just filling out things as I tell you to fill them out. Anything I do, you should probably be doing. Just fill out stuff like you know that will be your participation. I will check it. It shouldn't be. It should just mean me looking down it, being like, oh, you did it. Okay, good. You get your 20 points for the day. Okay. So make sure you do your participation stuff. Okay. All right, look on the next page. The next page where it starts off with 9 weeks grade, 25%. Obviously, like last year, each 9 weeks, band students will receive an exam grade by either taking a playing test or participating in one of our annual concerts. Okay, concerts this year. As you look below, it says Christmas holiday concert TBD. That means to be determined. Obviously, with everything going on, we don't really know what we're going to be able to do concert-wise, if we're even going to be able to. So most likely, the all 9 weeks this year will probably be some kind of playing test or written test. Most likely playing, because obviously, if you can play this stuff, you can do it written. Now, the spring concert in that fourth 9 weeks might be a little different. Now, obviously, with you distance learning, it's going to be really hard for you to get up here for practice for a concert. I don't really know. Like I said, we haven't really decided on that yet, so that's why I guess it says to be determined. Okay, but just keep that in the back of your mind. You will have some form of a 9 weeks test every 9 weeks. Okay. If you read below that, you can read below that. It says failure to participate in a playing test or attend a concert result in a 0 for the 9 weeks. Failure to attend both the Christmas concert, obviously, like last year. Again, don't know if we're having concerts. Okay.